Welcome back everybody to FTB. My name's Warrior009 and last episode I showed you guys how to do the golems from Yogcraft. Today we're going to do something different. We're going to get away from Yogcraft for a couple episodes probably just because we've been going strong for the last few. Mostly doing Yogcraft. So I want to start going into some of the other mods. We're going to be doing Soul Shards today. Soul Shards are really cool. I just picked up an experience there, that was weird. So for today, there's a couple things that you guys need to know how to make before we can do these things. A soul forge. An anvil is kind of useful. If you don't know how to make one, it's not the end of the world. Is there anything? Don't worry about the rolling machine, that's for another thing. But a soul forge is actually really easy to make. So we'll look at this up real fast. Soul forge is just stone, obsidian, and corrupted essence. Corrupted essence is also very easy. You need glowstone dust, which you can get from the nether, and then vile dust. Vile dust is just soul sand smelted. So actually I'll show you guys how to make some of that real fast before we get started, because we will need some for the time being. But the soul shards allow us to make spawners and stuff, which is really useful. There's always been kind of a need in other Minecraft, like in vanilla Minecraft, to like you've always wanted your own spawner and stuff like that. So this kind of brings it to you. So if you put soul sand in an electric furnace, it'll start making vile dust. I believe we need 8. So is that gonna make us 8? Yeah. So we'll get 8 vile dust, and then we'll go upstairs and we'll grab some glowstone dust. If we can get upstairs. Alright, glowstone is going to be over here. Maybe? No? I have no idea where glowstone's going to be. Are we even going to have glowstone? I don't think we have glowstone. We have to have glowstone. There's no way I used all of it, so we... where would it be? Redstone, lapis, diamonds. Maybe we don't have any. Might have to go grab some. If not, there might be a little bit left in the Yogcraft room. So we'll check here real quick. Glowstone. Okay, so here it is. So you throw 8 glowstone dust in here with your 8 vile dust, and it makes corrupted essence. So then we'll bring this back over to our soul forge. And you also need a diamond to make these soul shards, so if you have a diamond available, grab it. We have one right here. So in the soul forge, you take your diamonds, you take your corrupted essence, and it starts making soul shards. Now this takes a really long time. This is actually going to take 11 minutes, but it does make 3 soul shards. So as you guys can see here, there's different tiers of soul shards. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. I actually have one already made, and I have 3 in total made. The final product, actually we'll show you the other 2 that I have made, and then I'll show you the final product of what we're gonna do and kind of how to get there. So I do have a wither skeleton and a creeper one. So, and the little number next to the 8331 -1 is because I had a vile sword with, what was it, soul stealer on it. There is a way for you to get soul stealer which allows you to get more souls per shard. So do I have a vile sword with me? I don't have enough experience to try it, but I had this when I was actually doing it, and this took a long time, so that's why it's been kind of a few episodes since I kind of, like, I've been doing this for a few episodes. So I would take a vile sword, sorry, forgot to show you guys. You need corrupted ingots. Corrupted ingots is corrupted fragments. Corrupted fragments is from iron ingots and more corrupted essence in your soul forge. So it's a very simple thing to do once you know how to make corrupted essence. So, but once you make one of these, which is actually equal to an iron sword, I just brought it over to my crafting table, threw it in, and grabbed whatever enchantment. If it was the soul stealer, it worked out perfect. I got that a few times. I usually only used it for the wither skeletons because the other 2 were really easy. But in the end, after I have a zombie pigman one, I have a creeper one, and I have a wither skeleton one. So this is what I did with the zombie pigman one. Now since it's a tier 5, I can use these in the overworld. Otherwise, if it's not a tier 4 or tier 5, so tier 4 is 512 kills or souls, tier 5 is 1024, so it is a lot. It does take a long time, but if you have the Soul Stealer enchantment on your swords, it makes it better. So theoretically, if I was to have Soul Stealer 1 on my Vile Sword, it would give me 2 souls. It would give me 1 for the kill, and then 1 for every level of Soul Stealer on here. So I had a couple where I had 4, so it was 5 in total. I did use those for the Wither Skeleton ones, so that's why I have a tier 5 Wither Skeleton. And I needed a tier 4 or tier 5 to allow them to spawn in the overworld like this. These are tier 5 also because I wanted, and you guys probably heard those guys, because I wanted to be able to turn them off. Only tier 5 soul cages or soul shards can be turned off by redstone. So what we have here, we'll come over here, we'll turn off the guys spawning. Right now, since it's not a mob spawner that takes things away, like takes the mobs to a certain distance away, only about 12 spawn in there, so we'll turn these guys on. These guys back here, and it's going to be kind of loud, so these guys are sentry turrets. So if we look up turrets, these guys are extremely easy to make, which is really nice. The turrets are just iron ingots, redstone, and obsidian. Now I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. There used to be 9. They do get killed by skeletons, so when skeletons spawn in there, it's kind of annoying because they'll shoot through the thing. But that's why I have the throw that guy back up there. Is there any more? Alright. So these guys are they're always active, so you can't turn them off. The only way I'm able to turn them off, kind of, is by putting them to sleep, by using pistons and stone, so I can turn them on and off and go in there. But even if I was to go in there, since I'm the owner of them, they won't shoot me. If you are not the owner of them, they will shoot you, they will try to kill you, so be careful if you're going in a multiplayer server and you find something like this. But I'm able to turn them on and off by doing that. And I have this little walkway behind. But then down here we have redstone wire running all the way up and over to our wall. And then we have these little contraptions, which are just transposers, some redstone tubing, and some pneumatic tubes. I mean, it's a very simple process. And this is just to take the items away and back into our chest at the back control panel wall. But with the tier 5, we'll go back in here. This is what your ultimate goal is with the soul shards, is to make a soul cage. Soul cage is also very easy. It's just the iron bars. Iron bars are, if you guys don't know how to make iron bars, it's just a fence pattern with iron. It gives you iron bars, and just make one of these. So what you're able to do, what's really nice with these guys, is you can destroy them. Be careful with your wither skeleton ones, and the transposers took my soul. Oh no, they didn't. Be careful with the wither skeleton ones, because if you destroy the wither skeleton ones, sometimes it likes to revert them back to just a normal skeleton. But if you just have a normal thing, let's see, what can we actually... the soul shards do almost every mob. They don't do villagers, iron golems, snow golems, ender dragons, wither bosses, or twilight forest mobs. They do almost everything else. There might be a couple of things that are different depending on what pack you're using. But for the most part, they will work on almost everything. Witches do work for whatever reason, villagers don't, so just take that into account. I don't know why you would want to use a villager, to be honest with you, unless you're going to trade. But when you have a soul forge and a soul shard, so like I said, when you break it, it still gave me back my tier 5 soul shard. You just put the soul cage down, and so it kind of looks like this, just a little iron bar figurine. Then you right click on it with your soul shard, and it starts spinning. So it's kind of like a mob spawner. It's a little different. It looks a little different, but it's basically the same idea. Now, like I said before, there's 5 tiers of soul shards. Tier 1 takes 64 souls. So until you kill up to 64, it'll be tier 0. You do need to bind these to a certain mob. So we'll see if those other guys are done yet. And while it's supposed to be like 11 minutes, so let's see, are these things done yet? They're almost done, but I'll go through the little chart that we got here. So Tier 1 takes 64 souls. At that point, if you were to put it in a mob spawner, it will spawn 2 mobs every 20 seconds. You do need players nearby, so you do need to be nearby it for it to work, kind of like a normal spawner. It will not work in other worlds such as the Nether or the overworld, mostly because I don't think, I want to say zombies don't spawn in the Nether. I could be wrong, but I believe it's only skeletons, zombie pigmen, and wither skeletons that spawn in there, and then obviously the other Nether specific ones. But light level, ignore, it does not ignore light level, so it does need to be dark, kind of like a normal soul spawn, or yeah, soul spawn, a normal spawner like you would find in a dungeon or whatever, and you cannot turn it off by redstone. Tier 2 takes 128 souls. It spawns 4 mobs every 10 seconds, so instead of 2 every 20, now it's 4 every 10. It also needs players nearby, cannot spawn in other worlds. It does not ignore light level, so once again it needs to be dark, and you cannot turn it off with redstone. Tier 3 takes 256 souls and spawns 4 mobs every 5 seconds, so it's a little bit faster. These 3 here, Tier 3, Tier 4, and Tier 5, do not need players nearby. So as I'm standing over here, my spawner is still working. Sometimes it gets a little glitchy when chunks don't load, but I don't need to be a specific distance from it. I believe old spawners, you had to be within 12 blocks, I think. I'm trying to remember our old vanilla Minecraft spawners, but Tier 3, like I said, spawns 4 mobs every 5 seconds, does not need a player nearby, it does not spawn in other worlds, it does not ignore light level, and you cannot turn it off with redstone. Tier 4 gets harder, it's up to 512 souls now. This spawns 4 every 5 seconds, so it's exactly like Tier 3, but this you're able to spawn in other worlds. So like I said before, I'm able to use our zombie pigmen, I'm able to use wither skeletons. If I wanted to do the magma creams or blazes, I could do that in the overworld. Normally you wouldn't be able to do that. So these things are almost done. But Tier 4, it does not ignore light level once again, so it does need to be dark, and you cannot turn it off with redstone. Tier 5 is the best. Be very careful on multiplayer servers if depending on the mob trap that you make. If you have something like mine where only 12 are going to spawn, then that's fine. If you're making something a little bit more intricate where it's the old kind of waterfall effect where you bring them up a waterfall and you bring them over and they drop down like I think it's 21 blocks and then you can one hit them, be careful with that because it will not stop spawning no matter what. If you these two will not stop, so you're gonna lag. Either if you're in a single player world, you will not be able to get back into your single player world. If you're in a multiplayer world, you're gonna get kicked off because you're gonna lag the hell out of the system. I've seen it before, so don't do it. But Tier 5 takes 1,024 souls. It spawns 6 mobs every 2 seconds, so it is the fastest by far. Is it? 4 every 5. Yeah, it is definitely the fastest. Does not need players nearby. It can spawn in other worlds, like I said. It does ignore light level, so I can have it as bright as I possibly wanted it. And as you guys can see, this thing kind of finally made my soul shards. But you can turn it off with redstone, like I said before. So if we were to go down over here, all 4 of these little like setups are set up the same way, like all the cages. So I can turn off that one once I make. Obviously they're a little bit different because I did need to put 4 more transposers, but this was the basic idea. So I'm gonna have 4 different ones. 2 are gonna be sentry turret ones. 2 I believe are going to be golems. Once you have a certain type of golem, you're able to get experience and crap like that, so I think that's what's gonna happen. But zombie pigmen are nice because they do drop gold. They drop gold nuggets, so try to get that back. So as you guys can see, a lot of rotten flesh, a lot of gold nuggets, a couple bones and arrows because skeletons are spawning in there. But I'm able to turn it on and off using our redstone. It's just red alloy wire coming up the wall to a switch. So I have all 4 of these hooked up, 4 chests hooked up to the pneumatic tubes, so it is a pretty good setup. But when it comes to these soul shards, obviously one at a time is best. You need to bind these to a specific soul, so if you want zombies, you need to kill a zombie. If you want wither skeletons, you need to kill a wither skeleton. Now, there's kind of a little confusion I've seen before where some people think you just need to kill one of a specific specific mob and then you could kill whatever else you want. That is not true. If you kill a zombie, you need to kill 1,024 zombies in order to get your tier 5. Now it could be a little bit different if you have the Soul Stealer mod. I'm screwing up here. Soul Stealer enchantment, but you do need to kill those specific mobs. So if I want a chicken one, and I go and I kill a chicken, now this is soul bound to a chicken. Tier 0, because I've only killed one. I would need to kill 64 to get to tier 1. So since I killed a chicken, I'm not able to go over. Let's see, is there anything else around here? I know there's a cow. There's been a cow down here like for 8 years. So if I was to kill a cow, as you guys could see, it went from 0, or it went from 1, and it stayed at 1. You cannot kill other mobs. You do need to have it so it kills the same one. So like I said, you would need to kill 64 chickens, depending on what Soul Stealer enchantment you have. But you do need to have it on your little hotbar here of the 9. You can take it off whenever you'd like and get another one. So if I killed the cow with another one, I can do cows, and then you can have all 3 of them set up. That's what I did in the nether. I had my zombie pigman one, I had my wither, and I just used 2 different weapons. I had my diamond sword and I had my vile sword with the Soul Stealer enchantment on it. So it's kind of like this. I just went in the nether and just started killing things. Now, it does take quite a while. It's not as bad as you might think if you're sitting there saying, oh my god, 1,024 zombie pigmen. It's really not that bad. But if you are kind of in a pinch for time and you're looking for like vanilla Minecraft mobs such as zombies or skeletons, or I believe they're spiders and cave spiders, you can kill the vanilla Minecraft mob spawners. That will give you 200 souls. You do need to kill it with your soul shard though. So I don't have a good example here because I don't know where any spawners would be. Actually, that's a lie. I know exactly where a spawner is. So you're able to right click on a spawner and it gives you 200 souls. So that's a very easy way to get, what would that get you up to? If you killed one, it'd be past tier 1, past tier 2. You'd almost beat a tier 3 right away. So if you find an abandoned mine shaft or whatever, you're able to get up there pretty quickly. But obviously that's only for vanilla Minecraft ones. So ones that would normally spawn. You're not going to find a normally spawning wither skeleton spawner or anything. Blazes do work in the nether, so you could use those spawners. That actually works out very well. Where is that thing? There's a little, yes, here it is. Alright, so these things are included in Thumbcraft. They're actually pretty cool. I don't have any armor. I don't know if I want to do this. So I have a soul shard that's not connected to anything. Oh god. Jesus. Alright, bad idea. There's spawners in there and there's lots of wisps and stuff, so be careful if you find one of those. But I was going to show you that if you right click on a mob spawner, you will get 200 souls. I believe it already needs to be bound, so I don't want to kill anything and waste a soul shard because I don't know exactly what I want yet. But you can do, like, as you guys saw, we can do chickens, we can do other mobs and such. Another, I guess you would call it a bug. It's, you know, not really a bug, but a way to, like, they built it in so that you can't beat the system. So let's say if I wanted another zombie pigman one, if I was to take my soul shard here turn on the zombie pigmen again. Come back over here. Turn those guys back on. That's what I want to be careful about. See if I kill one. Wow, killing myself. Alright, so I did kill. I've killed a couple here. And as you guys can see, it's not binding it to a soul shard. You cannot do it with a already made soul forge, like our soul shard mob spawner. So be careful of that. Don't think that you can cheat the system, because you cannot. So that's kind of a nice thing, so that you can't just have unlimited. Like if I wanted to, if that worked, I would be able to have unlimited zombie pigman spawners. And that just kind of takes away from the overall goal of it. So let's see, is there anything else I can really, like, these things are cool. I mean, it is nice being able to get gold is nice. We will have a creeper one. Creeper one's going to be a little difficult with those guys, so I might need to make the creeper one at a different place. These guys don't do a ton of damage, so I'll turn these guys back on and show you guys what it actually does. So if we turn those guys back on, they'll shoot, but it does take a while to kill some of these guys. I don't have damage indicators on, and the reason those fences are there so that they can't hit them, otherwise they would knock them off. So be careful of that too if you're gonna make your little room here. Like, this is just 9 by 9, but it's a little bit smaller with the fences. But obviously, as you guys saw before, skeletons shoot them off. Wither skeletons, I don't think can reach them. Blazes are a little bit more difficult, so you do need to have something that's kind of a melee. So zombie pigmen's good. Zombies are good. I believe you can do angry zombies too. I think they're a specific one. So you can do angry zombies. Creepers do work. Sometimes though, they explode just randomly and they'll take out a bunch of things. So be careful of that. But for the most part, they will not get triggered by a sentry turret. Like, they won't do their little hissing thing. So that's kind of nice. Like I said, sometimes they do explode for random reasons, and it screws everything up. But I just wanted to show you guys these little, like, mob spawners things, because they are cool. They are part of this pack, of the Yogcraft pack. So if you are using it, I believe some of the other FTB ones do have it too. If not, I mean, you can try the Yogcraft one and see if you guys like it, and then figure out if you want to install it yourself or whatever. So, but these things are cool. They are loud, which is kind of an issue. But shut up. Okay, so since that's happening, what else is going to be next? I want to do boilers next. Boilers are part of Railcraft, steam boilers. I've been working with them a lot in a creative world, and they're actually really, really cool. So we're obviously going to be doing more Thaumcraft soon. So we have this guy. I made a couple changes over here, put some of the arcane blocks down, but then I've put what all of our little jars are going to be holding. So it's alphabetical order what all of the essences or aspects are. So air, Charis, Fractus, so everything we'll have in here. So we'll be doing that soon. What else do we have here? Goggles of the Revealing, warded jars, hungry chest. So there's a couple things that we do need to make soon though, but we do need to take care of the power problem that we have here. We are going through quite a bit of power, and I want this room to be done eventually. I don't have anything hooked up, so we have induction furnaces and extractors and stuff like that. Rolling machine, that will be part of the steam boiler episode. So we do need power. We're going to be doing tesseracts and stuff like that. So if you guys have any suggestions on what you guys want to see sooner than later, obviously I'm going to try to do as much as I can. I know I've said that in Tekkit before, and Tekkit, we did a lot in Tekkit. I was looking back kind of at what we did, and we did do a lot in Tekkit. So I'm hoping to go even longer with this. So if you guys haven't seen the last couple episodes, I'm trying to get Volt back. I'm trying to get trying to get volts back. I'm trying to wrap tech it up and bring it over into this series. So there's going to be more things to be doing. So once again, if you guys have any suggestions whatsoever, just leave them in the comments. Let me know what you guys want to see. So today you've learned mostly about soul shards and how to make soul shards and stuff like that. So I hope you guys learned something. I hope you guys can transition this over into your world. If you guys did enjoy the episode, don't forget to leave a like. Shares and favorites do help me out, get me out to more people. Once again, I hope you enjoyed this episode, and have a nice day. By the way, I screwed up the ending a little bit there, but another thing I wanted to mention, I have been trying to mess around with the quality, video quality of my rendering. Let me know what you guys think of it, if it's good, if it needs to be better, what you guys want to see. I've been doing, a couple were in 1080, a couple were in 720p, so let me know what works out best for you guys. And if you guys are experts at it, I know a couple of you probably have made YouTube videos, have probably, who knows, even might be going to school for this stuff. But if you guys have any suggestions on kind of what to do, I would love to hear them. I do use Sony Vegas 11, so try to keep your suggestions more towards that and away from Adobe Premiere. If a lot of you say Adobe Premiere, I will go to it. I will figure out a way to get it. So if you guys have any suggestions on that, once again, leave it in the comments. Thank you.